Have you ever felt tired, not because of work, but because of someone you love, not the normal kind of tired? I'm talking about that quiet, heavy feeling, where your chest feels full, but your heart feels strangely empty. You're there, you're present, but something just feels off. And the scary part, you can't even explain it properly. Here's the truth most people avoid if love feels heavy. Something is already wrong. Not later, not maybe someday, right now. And if you stay with me for the next few minutes, you might finally understand why. Think about how it started. Everything felt easy, right? You didn't overthink messages. You didn't sit there staring at your phone like it was a life or death decision. You just spoke, laughed, shared. And it felt natural. You were being yourself, and somehow that was enough. Back then, love didn't feel like work. It felt like breathing. So what changed? Did love suddenly become complicated? Or did you slowly start carrying more than you should? Let me say something a little uncomfortable. The person you're trying so hard to keep might not be trying to keep you. Yeah, that hits. But don't look away from that feeling, because that's where the truth starts. In the beginning, effort is mutual. You text, they reply. You show up, they meet you there. It feels like a team. But slowly, things shift. Replies get slower. Conversations get shorter. The energy changes. And what do? You try harder. You become more understanding, more patient, more available. You give more of your time, your attention, your energy. Before you even realize it, you've turned into a full-time emotional support system, with no off days. And somehow, despite everything you're giving, it still feels like it's not enough. Let's make it simple. Imagine pushing a car. At first, both of you are pushing together. It takes effort, sure, but it moves. Then one person quietly stops. You don't notice immediately, so you keep pushing. It feels heavier, but you tell yourself, maybe I just need to try more. So you push harder, and harder, until one day, you're pushing the entire car alone. And wondering why you're so exhausted. Here's the reality: you're not weak. You're just doing a two-person job by yourself. And this is where most people get stuck. They think if they love more, it'll fix things. If they stay longer, things will change. If they give everything, it'll finally feel right. But the truth is, one-sided effort doesn't create love. It creates exhaustion. You can feel it in the little things. The overthinking, the constant analyzing. Why did they say that? Why are they acting different? You read the same message 10 times like there's some hidden meaning you missed. At this point, you're not even in a relationship, you're solving a mystery. And slowly, without even noticing, you start shrinking. You hold back what you really feel. You think twice before speaking. You adjust yourself just to avoid conflict. That's not love. That's survival. Let me tell you something you might need to hear. You're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong person. Because the right person doesn't make basic things feel like a reward. Attention, respect, effort, these aren't special favors. They're the bare minimum. Now here's the truth you've been missing. And it's simple, but it changes everything. Love is not supposed to feel like something you have to carry alone. It's supposed to feel like something that carries you to. Think about that for a second. Love should support you, not drain you. It shouldn't leave you confused all the time. It shouldn't make you question your worth every day. Yes, relationships have tough moments. There will be disagreements, misunderstandings, bad days. But even then, it should feel like you're on the same side. Not like you're fighting alone. Real love feels safe. You can breathe. You can be yourself without fear. You don't feel like you're constantly about to lose them. There's effort from both sides, not perfect, but consistent. So if love feels heavy right now, don't ignore it. Don't dress it up as deep love. Pain is not proof of love. Let that sink in. Pain is not proof of love. That heavy feeling you have. It's not something to fix. It's something to understand. It's a signal. A sign that something is out of balance. A sign that you're giving more than you're receiving. A sign that maybe you're holding on to something that's slowly letting you go. And yeah, I know letting go isn't easy. Because you remember how it used to be. You keep hoping they'll go back to that version of themselves. But be honest with yourself, how long can you hold on to a version of someone that doesn't exist anymore? At some point, you have to choose yourself. Not because you stopped loving them, but because you started respecting yourself. Because love should feel like peace, not pressure. Like safety, not stress. And if it feels heavy, it's not because you're too sensitive. It's because you're carrying something that was never yours alone. You deserve a love that meets you halfway, not something that makes you chase the entire distance. You deserve clarity, not confusion. Effort, not excuses. And if this spoke to you even a little, take that seriously. That feeling in your chest. That's not weakness, that's awareness. And hey, before you go, if this made you think, or feel, or even see things a little differently, hit that like button and subscribe. Because here, we talk about the real stuff, the kind no one else says out loud. And remember this: if love feels heavy, it's not because you're weak, it's because you're carrying it alone.